Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Kadek Sadwi Sawitriyunita Dewi. I'm from 2F class. I'm going to talk about online learning strategies during a pandemic. My talk will be in 5 parts. In the first part is set time to learn. Then in the second part, provide a comfortable place and lighting a nice space. Then in the third part is provide the tools used for learning. And then fourth part, make sure the internet connection is good and current. And the last part is knowing the appropriate way to learn. Okay, the first part is the time to learn. Set regular study time. Do it with a focus on the assignment assigned by the lecturer. It is easier to do this if the university places a restriction on online access schedule for students. This will be different if the education service providers give full flexibility to students. Students must arrange their own study schedule. Let's move to the next part. Provide a comfortable place and lighting a nice space. It is important for students to try to focus and be consistent during the specified study time. Avoid all kinds of distraction that have the potential to interfere with the learning process. If possible, designate a special room for study and keep away from distraction from other family members with maximum lighting. Let's next to the next part. Provide the tools used for learning. Students must know what tools are needed to do distance learning. Not all schools have provided adequate online learning services. Therefore, several online learning platforms can be an alternative. Let's move to the next part. Make sure the internet connection is good and current. The mistakes that students often make, as reported by Psychology Today, are in addition to not being focused when doing remote learning. The internet connection is also not good and not smooth. During learning on the internet, there are lots of distractions that interfere with the learning process. Okay, the last part. Knowing the appropriate way to learn. Each person learns differently. Some learn by listening to music, watching, or learning by doing. We often call these three learning models the auditory, visual, and kinesthetic learning modalities. There are 5 things do you remember. First is set time to learn. Second, provide comfortable place and lighting space. Third is make sure internet connection. Fourth is provide tools. And the last is knowing the appropriate way to learn. Okay, that's end of my talk. I'd like to end with a summary of the main points. I recommend that we should make sure the internet connection and tools for learning because it is very important. So, I'd like to thank you for taking time out to listen my presentation. Thank you guys.